There's no harder place to battle mentally than getting out of the place where you feel beaten, drained, and like life is stuck because of it. Like you've been putting up a fight for so long, but the resistance you were holding just got too heavy for you. And now you're in a place you're feeling like you have nothing left. I believe our failures come when we try to fight against the fatigue, the exhaustion, with all of our strength, power, and will. You see, your willpower is strong, but it can only take you so far. Your feeling of being defeated is coming from this place. And because of it, now that all of your reserves are tapped out, you are literally running on empty. Don't confuse this feeling, though, with being defeated. The reason you may be seeing yourself slipping backwards, making mistakes you never wanted to, and feeling like you're down by 50 to the best team in the world, and there's no way you can come back, is not because you're defeated. It's because you're going up against an opponent that in order to win, you're going to need a different strategy. In order to win, the objective is to refuel your tank back up. That mental and physical and emotional tank. Completely full. Not with just any regular gas, but the premium option, the highest quality of fuel that you can get. But how do you begin to do this? By leaning not on the regular fuel, which is your willpower, because that fuel is not adequate for this new vehicle that you're going to need to drive. But instead, now leaning back on God and the power of His Word and the Holy Spirit to refuel you. You alone, you are not enough to be able to defeat whatever obstacle or obstacles that you're fighting. You need help so that you can not only just refuel, but also find rest in your mind more than anything, to be able to think clearer, to make the hard but necessary decisions to keep you moving forward and keep you away from the negative things and the negative habits and the negative decisions that you may have been making due to this level of fatigue that you have been feeling. So in this place is where you have to get on your knees. Let everything out to God. Tell Him everything you're struggling with, everything you're dealing with, every void that you've been feeling, that you've been trying to fill with every other thing outside of Him. In this place of desperation is where God can meet you. And although the process to refueling, it will not be overnight. It will take time to get that tank back up to where it needs to be. But remember, we're down 50 right now. You're not going to erase that lead down with just one big three-pointer or one touchdown. You're going to have to chip at it daily. You're going to have to keep pouring out to God daily. You're going to have to keep refueling yourself mentally, keep making the right decisions daily. And little by little, you'll keep decreasing at the deficit. You'll begin to get the opposition that's been against you and been attacking slowly but surely begin to get nervous and start slipping with its attacks against you. And where they were scoring on you with ease, now your attack is airtight and they can't get around or through you anymore. Then you look up and now that 50-point lead, it's now a tie game. It's 0-0. And now you're up by 2. And all of a sudden, you're just blowing them out the water. You look like a totally different player, a totally different team who was the clear underdog, but now looks like the overwhelmingly superior opponent. But see, the truth is, you were always superior. You were always better. You were always the GOAT. Because unlike your opponent, you have access to the power, the armor, and the weapons of God that are strong enough to win every battle that you're facing now and ever will face in the future. It's because of that you can't not only be beaten, but never defeated. There's a difference between being beaten and defeated. Defeat is final and unchanging. If you lose, you lose. There's no way you can change it. But see, you're not beaten. You're not defeated either. And the reason why is because you're watching this video, which means you're alive and you're up today, which means there's still more time in this game to make the greatest comeback that's ever been achieved. So wherever you're at right now, whatever decisions that you've made, whatever things that have been going wrong that has you feeling like, man, I just don't even have the drive or the energy to get back up and get myself back to where I need to be. Just gotta regroup. Use the tools, use the power of God alongside your willpower and desire to see the change. And I promise you, when you do, you'll be unstoppable and you'll be in a form that will never ever see defeat